tech camp, a lot of the things we were doing are like hands-on activities like building. Like for instance, we were building a Lego robot and we were programming it. And downstairs we did a lot of like building, like little activities. We were building like these little paper gliders to go across the floor. And we built a newspaper bridge, mine won. We want to put that out there.
We get to expose kids to a bunch of different technology-based fields. We have a great information technology, computer science, unmanned aerial systems class. So the kids that didn't even know that they were in existence, the last probably 30 minutes of camp, we'll spend time talking to them about it because they're all rising 8th graders and January will be here so fast that they'll start registering for high school classes. Hopefully they'll think about tech camp and some of the stuff that they got to do.
I love tinkering with like all the robotics and stuff. I've been doing a lot of problem solving stuff like making bridges and using a balloon to go across a fishing hook line, and making robots too.
I do think the robot was interesting. It was really frustrating though, because if it was one angle off the entire turn and all that, it was really stressful, but it is the most interesting thing.
It's super fun, and if you don't have fun in one session, you're probably gonna not like the next session.
I do think I will try to take something like this in high school, but it really just depends on what my options are.
That was awesome. There was a lot of like, wow, the kids were like kind of speechless.
The state required K through 2 teachers to do a 2-week training, whether it was either this summer or next summer. And so a lot of us, we have implemented the curriculum for 1 year and we were excited and we're like, we gotta do it this summer so we can understand more.
We are learning how to better teach phonics and dive into our CKLA curriculum and just learning how we can better support our kids.
We are learning more extensive understanding of how to properly implement phonics in the classroom, K1 and 2, using the CKLA program.
I'm passionate about early literacy because I believe that every person is worthy to have that choice before them.
All this week, Jose is our presenter and he is taking our curriculum and teaching us how we can use assessments, how we can use the ARG that a lot of us had never known about this past year, and how we can make it better for our students.
My big takeaways are how to include phonics in my instruction and make it the most important part of my day, as well as using it daily in my instruction and really getting excited to teach children phonics next year.
We've learned so much. I learned a lot about how to better teach fluency in my classroom, how to better approach sight words. I'm really excited to take it back and help grow these kids even more.
The thing that really helped me the most was really breaking down on how to tackle the curriculum. So understanding how this curriculum, there's a process, how it's based in science, how it's systematic, it's explicit, really breaking down each lesson and the unit and really seeing that in play and talking about it and tackling the lessons and seeing how we can provide that time for practice, how we can provide those assessments in a meaningful and purposeful way.
My biggest takeaway is what I thought I knew about teaching phonics. I've now learned so much more to help me, to help my students. One of the things he was saying is the more that we know, the better that we can do for our students.
Kindergarten teachers wanted and were invested in making connections to first grade. First grade teachers were invested in making connections to second grade. They were interested in that vertical cohesive piece, which lets me know that yes, they are invested in the grade that they teach because they're invested in the student's life beyond that grade that they teach.
We're at Summit High School and we're doing a science camp and it's really cool. I really like it.
Science camp is a fun, hands-on way of learning stuff they don't really tell you much about at school.
It's a lot of fun and it's a lot of high-energy kids. We've got biology, anatomy, physics, engineering, and so each teacher is kind of creating grade-appropriate but also discipline-specific activities for each of the classes.
We made this brain hat. There was this cutout of the two hemispheres of the brain.
We basically put a styrofoam cup in basically with a nail polish and it like disintegrated and it became sort of like a slime consistency, but it was really cool because it went back to plastic once you left it out for a while.
You had 20 milliliters of water, right? And then you had 5 milliliters of fennel red. Then you close the bag, you shook it around a bunch. Then you put in the calcium chloride and the water changed green.
It's a great way to make friends, kind of connect with people in your class, and you do learn a lot, and it's all designed in a very fun way.
When my mom told me they were doing like a science camp at the high school, I was like, yes, 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 sign me up, please. It's amazing. It's like a gift from heaven.
This is like one of the coolest things I've done.